Hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to a very spooky stream today. Okay, quit the music. Welcome all. For today is going to be the creepypasta stream. I'm quiet so that Jeff the Killer doesn't hear me, and he doesn't Jeff the Kill me. Okay, hang on. Give me a sec because I'm setting something up. You know what? Just come on out here. Come on out here. We're getting out of the mall. We're getting out of the mall today. I've got some big plans for us. Let's get out of here. Yeah, we've never went outside of the mall before, have we? You know, we usually are safe in the confines of this gigalith of a structure. But now we're out in the open. And it took a while for me to actually get this image because... Here you go. Hello. Wait, where am I? Wait. Y'all stay right there. I'll join you just in a moment. Ah, crap. I need to actually... Oh, hang on. I need to go back. Sorry. I forgot my keys. I forgot my keys. Okay, I'm back. Oh, why am I over here? Oh, Jesus, I'm huge. That's what she said. Okay, we're bringing back a That's What She Said joke in the big 2025. That's how you know we're going back. Speaking of going back, if you go a little bit further, I believe... Yes. We have a roaring fire here for us to tell scary stories. Wait, this is so loud. Why is this so loud? Hang on. Yes, I'm so excited. Oh, come on. Who brought this guy in here? Okay. Sorry, my stream elements. Welcome, Yarn. Welcome, Radiated Mantis. I'm so glad you could join me here by the fire as we tell a tale of spooky, creepy pastas. This is good, right? It's not too loud. I hope it's not too loud. Okay, our first story. Is Jeff the Killer. Perfect. And while we're out here, I'm going to... No. I was going to say I was going to draw. But I'll wait until we're done. I hope you guys actually know Jeff the Killer. He's like the quintessential creepypasta. And I don't think his story has aged well. Because I think back then, creepypastas were made by like 14, 15-year-olds. Which, if you were like 14 to 15 or younger, it went hard. It went crazy. But nowadays, I don't know if the writing holds up. I don't know. Okay. Let me pull up. There's an excerpt from a local newspaper. Ominous unknown killer is still at large. Yes, this looks like the creepypasta. It looks like it. Because I'm definitely not going on the creepypasta website. I think it's terrible. I tried to go on it recently. It's just junk. There's a bajillion ads. And you can't even find like a good story. But whatever. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. Isn't it a real thing? It's real. It's real. Jeff the Killer is out there. It's like Herobrine in Minecraft. Okay, I'm gonna start now. I think this is the right one. Okay, gather around the campfire. After weeks of unexplained murders, the ominous unknown killer is still at the rise. Wait, actually, do you guys want to read it? No, I'll read it for you. Just open your ears widely and listen. That's the last interruption we'll have. After little evidence has been found, a young boy states that he survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells his story. I had a bad dream and I woke up in the middle of the night. I woke up with a boner. I woke up with a... Sorry, says the boy. I saw that for some reason. Oh, dude, I should not be saying that since it's a young boy. I'm sorry, guys. Just cancel me. Just cancel me. I'm ending stream. I saw that for some reason the window was open, even though I remember it being closed before I went to bed. I got up and shut it once more. Afterwards, I simply crawled under my covers and tried to go back to sleep. That's when I had a strange feeling, like someone was watching me. I looked up and nearly jumped out of my bed. There, in the little ray of light illuminated from between my curtains, there were a pair of two eyes. They weren't regular eyes. They were dark, ominous eyes. They were bordered in black and just plain out terrified me. That's when I saw his mouth, a long, horrendous smile that made every hair on my body stand up. The figure stood there, watching me. Finally, after what seemed like forever, he said it, a simple phrase, but said in a way only a madman could speak. He said, "Go to sleep." And I let out a scream that sent him at me. He pulled out a knife, aimed at my heart. He jumped on top of my bed, and I fought back. I kicked, punched, I rolled around, trying to knock him off me. That's when my dad busted in. The man threw the knife. It went into my dad's shoulder. The man probably would have finished him off if one of the neighbors hadn't alerted the police. God, the police came in clutch. They drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. The man turned and ran down the hallway. I heard a smash, like glass breaking. As I came out of my room, I saw the window that was pointed towards the back of the house was broken. I looked out to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing. I will never forget that face. Those cold, evil eyes and that psychotic smile. They will never leave my head. Police are still on the look for this man. If you see anyone that fits that description in this story, please contact your local police department. Wow. Wait, there's more? Wait, okay, hang on. My bad, y'all. I thought that was the end of the story. There's more. Okay. Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighborhood. Oh, we get his backstory. Wait, I'm treading new ground. I've never read this part before. I know, go to sleep has to be the least threatening. Well. Stupid YouTuber, you make that young boy look bad. Ooga booga booga. Ah! I know, go to sleep is really not threatening, but back then, it went hard. Okay? If you were there in like 2007 or whatever, it went hard. But yeah, apparently we get his backstory. Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighborhood. His dad had gotten a promotion at work, and they thought it would be best to live in one of those fancy neighborhoods. Jeff and his brother Liu couldn't complain though. A new, better house? What's not to love? As they were getting unpacked, one of their neighbors came by. "Hello," she said. "I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you. Well, I just wanted to introduce myself and introduce my son." She turned around and called her son over. "Billy, these are our new neighbors." Billy said hi and ran back to play in his yard. "Well," said Jeff's mom, "I'm Margaret, and this is my husband Peter, and my two sons, Jeff and Lou." They introduced each other, and then Barbara invited them to her son's birthday. Jeff and his brother were about to object when the mother said that they would love to. When Jeff and his family were done packing, Jeff went up to his mom. "Mom, why would you invite us to some kid's party? If you hadn't noticed, I'm not some dumb kid." "Jeff," said his mother, we just moved here. We should show that we want to spend time with our neighbors. Now you're going to that party, and that's final." Jeff started to talk, but he stopped himself, knowing that he couldn't do anything. Whenever his mom said something, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped on his bed. He sat there looking at his ceiling when suddenly he got a strange feeling. Not so much a pain, but a weird feeling. "I woke up with a boner." He dismissed it as just some random feeling. He heard his mother call him down to get his stuff, and he walked down to get it. The next day, Jeff walked down the stairs to get breakfast and got ready for school. As he sat there eating his breakfast, he once again got that feeling. This time, it was stronger. It gave him a slight tugging pain, but he once again dismissed it. As he and Lou finished breakfast, he walked down to the bus stop. They sat there waiting for the bus, and then, all of a sudden, some kid on a skateboard jumped over them, only inches above their laps. They both jumped back in surprise. "Hey, what the hell?" The kid landed and turned back to them. He kicked his skateboard up and caught it in his hands. The kid seemed to be about 12, 1 year younger than Jeff. He wears an Aeropostale shirt and ripped blue jeans. That's how you know this was written by a 13-year-old, a 12, 13-year-old. Yep, that's how you know. When your protagonist is like the same age as you. Yep, I can see it. "Well, since you're new here, I'd like to introduce ourselves. Over there is Keith." Jeff and Lou looked over at the skinny kid. He had a dopey face that you would expect a sidekick to have. "And he's Troy." Okay, so the big boss has his two goons next to him? They looked over at the fat kid. Oh wait, they got the Godskin duo out here. What? They looked at the fat kid. Talk about a tub of lard. These kids are so mean. What? This kid looked like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling. What was he doing? What is Jeff? What's crazy? "And I," said the first kid, "am Randy. Now, all the kids in the neighborhood For all the kids in the neighborhood, there's a small price for bus fare, if you catch my drift." Uh-oh, extortion. Lou stood up, ready to punch the lights out of the kid's eyes when one of his friends pulled a knife on him. "I had hoped you would have been more cooperative, but it seems we have to do this the hard way." The kid walked up to Lou and took his wallet out of his pocket. Jeff got that feeling again. Now it was truly strong, a burning sensation. He stood up, but Lou gestured him to sit down. Jeff ignored him and walked up to the kid. "Listen here, you little punk. Give back my bro's wallet or else." Oh wait, no, this isn't Randy, this is Jeff. "Listen here, you little punk. Give back my bro's wallet or else." Randy put the wallet in his pocket and pulled out his own knife. "Oh, and what are you gonna do?" Just as he finished the sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. As Randy reached to his face, Jeff pulled the kid's wrist and broke it. What the? Okay, Jeff had the super soldier serum in him, I guess. Randy screamed and Jeff grabbed the knife in his hand. Troy and Keith rushed Jeff, but Jeff was too quick. He threw Randy to the ground. Keith lashed out at him, but Jeff ducked and stabbed him in the arm. Keith dropped his knife and fell to the ground, screaming. Troy rushed him too, but Jeff didn't even need the knife. He just punched Troy straight in the stomach, and Troy went down. As he fell, he puked all over. Liu could do nothing but look in amazement at Jeff. Not in horror, but amazement. I want to clarify that. "Jeff, how'd you do that?" That's all he said. They saw the bus coming and knew they'd be blamed for the whole thing, so they started running as fast as they could. As they ran, they looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others. As Jeff and Liu made it to school, they didn't dare tell what happened. All they did was sit and listen. Liu just thought of that as his brother beating up a few kids, but Jeff knew it was more. It was something scary. As he got that feeling, he knew how powerful it was, the urge to just hurt someone. He didn't like how it sounded, but he couldn't help but feel happy. He felt that strange feeling go away and stay away for the entire day of school, even as he walked home due to the whole thing near the bus stop, and how now he wouldn't be taking the bus anymore. He felt happy. When he got home, his parents asked him how his day was, and he said, in a somewhat ominous voice, it was a wonderful day. Next morning, he heard a knock at his front door. He walked over to find 2 police officers at the door, his mother looking at him with an angry look. Wait, how long is this freaking story? Oh my god! Okay, let's... Sorry, oh my god. Where are we? I just lost my spot. Sorry. A little smoke got in my eye, so I need to clear him before I get back. Okay, Jeff, these officers tell me that you attacked 3 kids, that it wasn't a regular fight, and that they were stabbed. Stabbed, son? Jeff's gaze fell to the floor, showing his mother that it was true. Mom, they were the ones who pulled the knife on me and Lou. Son. Wait, son? Said one of the cops. We found 3 kids, 2 stabbed and 1 having bruise on his stomach, and we have witness proof that you fled the scene. Now, what does that tell us? Jeff knew it was no use. He could say him and Lou had been attacked, but there had been no proof that it was not them who attacked first. They couldn't say that they weren't fleeing, because the truth is, they were. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Lou. Son, call down your brother. Jeff couldn't do it, since it was him who beat up all the kids. Sir, it was me. I was the one who beat up the kids. Lou tried to hold me back, but he couldn't stop me. The cop looked at his partner, and they both nodded. Well, kid, looks like a year in juvie. Oh, okay, they can ordain that? They can just say that? Wait, said Lou. They looked up to see him holding a knife. The officers pulled their guns and locked them on Lou. It was me. I beat up those little punks. I have the marks to prove it. He lifted his sleeve to reveal cuts and bruises, as if he was in a struggle. Son, put the knife down, said the officer. Lou held up the knife and dropped it to the ground. He put his hands up and walked over to the cops. No, Lou, it was me. I did it. Jeff had tears running down his face. Huh. Poor bro, trying to take the blame for what I did. Wait, dude, that was wrong. That's not the police. Huh, poor bro, trying to take the blame for what I did. Well, take me away. The police led Leo out of the patrol car. Lou, tell them it was me. Tell them. I was the one who beat those kids up. Jeff's mother put her hand on his shoulder. Jeff, please, you don't have to lie. We know it's Lou. You can stop. Jeff watched helplessly as the cop car speeded off with Lou inside. A few minutes later, Jeff's dad pulled into the driveway, seeing Jeff's face and knowing something was wrong. Son, what is it? Jeff couldn't answer. His vocal cords were straining from crying. Instead, Jeff's mother walked his father inside to break the bad news to him as Jeff wept in the driveway. After an hour or so, Jeff walked back in the house, seeing that his parents were both shocked, sad, and disappointed. He couldn't look at them. He couldn't even see how they thought of Lou when it was his fault. He just went to sleep, trying to get the whole thing off his mind. 2 days went by, with no word from Lou at JDC. Juvenile Detention Center? Okay, yeah. No friends to hang out with, nothing but sadness and guilt. That is, until Saturday, when Jeff is woke up by his mother, with a happy, sunshiny face. Okay, I'm gonna take a little intermission here because I need to blow my nose. One moment. And I'm gonna read the chatter box a little. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, this is... Okay, let's see what's here. What do we got going on here? It's written like a primary school assignment. Well, yeah, I bet the creator was like in elementary school when they wrote it. That's the beauty of creepypasta in like that era of the internet. You could make something at 12 and it'll blow up and become a cultural phenomenon. Now, I don't know. There's too much quality. There are too many people here. And there's no safe spaces for kids anymore. So yeah, you won't get a Jeff the Killer in this day and age. I don't think. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because I remember reading this a long time ago. Or at least the first part. And I was like, whoa, that is so cool. And scary. And so it's probably going to be a trend where I have a really nostalgic memory of this stuff. And I'm like, oh, wait, it actually reads not that great anymore. I'm sorry, I'm so uninterested in this. When does he become a killer? Dang. You want him to have his trauma arc already. Holy cow. They had goosebumps? Yo. Goosebumps was so good. I actually read Goosebumps. I remember there's this one where there was like... What? Oh gosh, what was it? There was a blob in the basement, I think. And like it could like eat and assimilate people, and it just kept growing. And if I remember correctly, it didn't have a good ending. It was something like, wait, let me look it up. Good thing we have reception out here in the woods. Goosebumps blob. The blob that ate everyone. Yes, and I remember it was so gross looking. It was like, it was really nasty and veiny. Wait. I need to show y'all this. Oh man, in the woods I don't have my MS Paint. So I need to freaking... Wait, y'all see that? There. That's what it looks like. What the frick? Okay, now wait. Can I find a synopsis of this? Holy crap. Wait, let me skim through this. A famous horror writer, that's what Zach's Betchum wants to be. He's writing a story about a giant blob monster, a pink slimy creature who eats up his entire town. Then Zach finds the typewriter in a burned down antique store. He takes it home and starts typing. But there's something really odd about that typewriter, something really dangerous, because now every scary word Zach writes is starting to come true. Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, wait. That goes hard. He loves scary stories. Wait, let me skim through this. So he loves making horror stories. And whatever he types up in his typewriter becomes true. Yeah, he writes, it was a dark and stormy night, and then out of nowhere, it starts to rain. Adam types, the blob monster hid in Zacky's basement, waiting for fresh meat. The blob monster has come to life. And like his story, the blob swallows people in his path. At the store, Zach once again encounters Adam, who teases him about the typewriter some more. Zach discovers the blob inside the store. Adam walks up to it, believing it to be some kind of balloon. The blob then swallows Adam whole, and Zachy rushes back to his house, grabbing Alex with him. He tells Alex what happened, and she tells him that he needs to write an ending if he wants to stop the monster. Zachy attempts to type, but the keys are stuck, and the blob enters the room. Zachy then realizes the electric shock he received when he and Alex visited the ruined store earlier was what gave Zachy the power to make... not the typewriter. He thinks long and hard, wishing that the monster was gone and all the people that ate were back. After several seconds, the blob monster finally vanished. Wait, the final chapter reveals that everything that happened in the blob that ate everyone was written by an actual blob monster for a story called Attack of the Humans. Another blob monster loves the story, except for the ending where the blob is defeated by the humans. The blob monster who wrote the story decides to change the ending so all the children were eaten by the blob monster. What the heck? I knew it. It had like a bad ending or something. It was a twist that this entire book was written by a blob monster. And then he was, it's like challenging your perception. Of like, oh wait, we want the humans to win. But if you're a blob monster, it's like, hey, I want the blob monster to win. It's kind of goofy. But I remember that scaring me as a kid. Anyways, let's get the blob monster out of here. I don't need to save. Where were we at? Do I care about Jeff the Killer? Wait, are we almost there? How about this? I'm going to skim through a little bit of this, and then I'm going to give you the spark notes. I didn't know the blob could write. That goes hard, actually. Okay, where were we at? So, Jeff, it's the day. It's Billy's birthday party. Yep, okay. What are you going to wear? Better than wearing too much. He's going to wear a white jacket. If he found a black dress pants, undershirt. He couldn't find a shirt. He found a white hoodie and put it on. You wearing that? Oh, it's time to change. Let's go. The kids are in the yard. Billy says, hey, wanna play? Oh no, kid. I'm too old for this stuff. Wait, I need to blow my nose again. Yeah, apparently Billy is like an actual, like, I don't know, 7-year-old. And there's nothing wrong with that. What the? Fine, says Jeff. He puts on his hat and starts pretending to shoot at the kids. He thought it was ridiculous. Then he started to have fun. Okay. Jeff dropped the fake gun, ripped off the hat. Randy looked at Jeff with a burning hatred. Hello, Jeff, was it? We have some unfinished business. Uh-oh, so Randy's at this party. Oh no, I don't even have to go. What? so he doesn't have to go to juvie. You may have kicked our asses that one day, but not today. Randy rushed Jeff. They're starting to fight. No one interrupts or guts will spill, because Randy pulled a knife on Jeff and stabbed it into his shoulder. Jeff screamed and fell to his knees. Randy fell to the ground in the altercation. Troy grabbed him. Need some help? He pulled Jeff back of the collar and threw him into the patio door. He started repeatedly kicking him until Jeff was coughing up blood. Come on, Jeff, look at me. Jeff glanced up, his face riddled with blood. I'm the one who got your brother sent to JDC, and now you're gonna have to sit there and let him rot in there for a whole year. You should be ashamed. Jeff started to fight back. Oh, finally, you stand and fight. Jeff got to his feet. Everyone's looking at him now. Oh, crap. Wait, I just missed something. Something inside Jeff finally snapped. His psyche is destroyed. All rational thinking is gone. All he can do is kill. He grabs Randy and pile drives him to the ground. Got on top of him, punching him straight in the heart. The punch causes Randy's heart to stop. As Randy gasped for breath, Jeff hammered down on him, punch after punch. Blood gushed from Randy's body until he takes one final breath and dies. Okay, so Jeff kills Randy by punching him in the frickin' heart and gave him arrhythmia or whatever. And then Troy's like trying to fight him off. What the? And then somehow Keith dumps bleach and alcohol all over Jeff. Jeff's eyes widened as Keith threw a lighter at him. As soon as the flame made contact with him, the flames ignited the alcohol in the vodka. While the alcohol... Why is there vodka at like a children's party? What's going on here? So that's why he's like deathly pale, is because he got his skin bleached off. Hey, that's basically what happened to the Joker. This is just an edgy Joker origin story. Why is there a knife? I think Randy or one of the bullies brought it, I suppose. And then he went to the ICU. Oh, and then they did the scene from Beauty is in the Eye of the Beholder as the doctor unwraps the bandages from Jeff's mask. Everyone on the verge of their seats, because he went to the ICU, right? And they covered his face for intense burns. They waited until the last bandage holding the cover over his face was almost removed. Let's hope for the best, said the doctor. He quickly pulled the cloth, letting the rest fall from Jeff's face. Jeff's mother screamed at the sight of his face. Lou and Jeff's dad stared, awestruck at his face. What happened to my face? Jeff, said Lou. It's not that bad. Not that bad, said Jeff. It's perfect. His family were equally surprised. Jeff started laughing uncontrollably. His parents noticed that his left eye and his hand were twitching. Jeff, are you okay? Okay. I've never felt more alive. Look at me. This face looks perfect with me. He couldn't stop laughing. He stroked his face, feeling it. Looking in the mirror, what caused this? Well, you may have recalled that when Jeff was fighting Randy, something in his mind had sanity snapped. Now he was left as crazy killing machine that his parents didn't know. So he's now insane because he got bullied. Okay, getting lit on fire is insane though. Oh wait, hold up. Here, his first victim. Jeff looked over at his mother. I couldn't keep smiling, Mommy. It hurt after a while. Now I can smile forever. Jeff's mother, holding his eyes, ringed in black. Jeff, your eyes. His eyes were seemingly never closing. I couldn't see my face. I got tired and my eyes started to close. I burned out the eyelids so I could see myself, my new face. Jeff's mother slowly started to back away, seeing, oh, so he's self-mutilated? And that's why he has like the face slits and the circles around his eyes? Jeff's mother slowly started to back away, seeing that her son was going insane. What's wrong, Mommy? Aren't I beautiful? Yes, son, she said. Yes, you are. Let me go get Daddy, so he can see your face. She ran into the room and shook Jeff's dad from his sleep. Honey, get the gun, She stopped as she saw Jeff in the doorway, holding a knife. Mommy, you lied. That's the last thing they heard as Jeff rushed them with the knife, gutting both of them. His brother Lou woke up, startled by some noise. He didn't hear anything else, so he just shut his eyes and tried to go back to sleep. As he was on the border of slumber, he got the strangest feeling that someone was watching him. He looked up before Jeff's hand covered his mouth. He raised his knife, ready to plunge it into Lou. Lou thrashed here and there, trying to escape Jeff's grip. Shh, Jeff said. Just go to sleep. Wow. Okay, so he went insane and killed his family, is what I'm getting here. Crazy stuff. Yeah. That was crazy. That's Jeff the Killer, y'all. That's what got Creepypasta up and running. I'm actually a little... Wait, I don't know what to do next. Do I want to keep reading these stories? They're not that good. Sorry, I'm just so in shock about how I used to think this was it. This was the good stuff. But now I'm like, maybe it's not that Creepypasta got worse. It's that it was just never that good to begin with. I don't know. I have to come to terms with that. Read My Immortal. Okay, hang on. Let me look it up. I keep having to blow my nose. I hope I'm not getting sick. Is this a creepypasta? My Immortal. I see by Evanescence. Fan fiction. Wait, is this a Harry Potter fan fiction? Wait, a character named Ebony Darkness? Dementia Ravenway? The fanfic? You want me to read Harry Potter fan fiction? That's crazy. That's crazy. My Immortal fan fiction. Chapter 1. There's multiple chapters of this thing. Holy crap. What the frick? There's 44 chapters of this. It's the worst, but it's the best. Oh, God. I don't know if I could read all of this. I don't have the mental capacity to be... Wait, hold on. It's not... I don't know. Each chapter isn't that long, but I don't want to be reading all of this. Okay, I'll do like the first 5 chapters or whatever, just to see. And if it goes weird, I'm stopping. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Oh god, it's gonna get weird. Oh boy. Okay. Wait, there's an intro. It says, obviously I did not write this. It was published on the site like 5 years ago, then removed. Lol. Okay. Chapter 1. AN? Wait, I don't actually read fanfic. I don't know what these AN means. Special Fangs. Gets it? Because I'm gothic. 2. Oh, Special Fangs to my GF. Ew, not in that way. Raven. Bloody Tears. 666. For helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin. You the... wait, okay, hang on. I need you to understand. I need you to understand how hard it is to read this. So I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it. Just so you know how hard it is to freaking read this thing. I'm covering up everything, I know. Yeah. I'm gonna do this. I'll uncover you guys in a little bit. I need you to see the quality of this writing right here. What the? It's from 2009, so it's really homophobic, but it's so funny. You rock. Justin, you're the love of my life. You are my depressing life. You'd rock too. MCR rocks. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway, and I have long, ebony black hair. That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reach my mid-back, and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. A.N. If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. Amy Lee, I need to... Oh, interesting. Of Evanescence? Oh god. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was, 'cause he's a major freaking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white, and I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch, and I got a music school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I bought all my clothes from there. Foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. Oh my god. This is so early 2000s internet. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I pulled up my middle finger at them. Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing. I don't know. I've never read Harry Potter, so I actually don't really know who Draco Malfoy is. But I'm assuming he's evil if they're hanging out with Ebony, Darkness Dementia Ravenway. Hey, welcome, Aisla Nam. Yeah, I'm reading a fanfic. We were reading creepypastas, but it turns out a lot of the creepypastas that I read back in the day and I thought were good are just not that good. And I was just a kid. And so it became kind of painful to read them. And now we're reading a really painful fanfic. A Harry Potter fanfic. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing. Nothing? Wait, is he like prim and proper? Nothing, he said shyly. But then I saw my friends call me and I had to go away. A.N. Who is A.N.? Is it good? Please tell me, Fangs. Chapter 2. I'm also not really following the plot. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. By the way, prep stop flaming my story, okay? The next day, I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again, of course. I opened the door to my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. The coffin was black ebony and inside was a hot pink velvet with black lace at the ends. I got out my coffin and took out my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on my black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and a black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend, Willow, A.N. Raven, this is you, woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her long waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with black fishnets and pointed high-heeled boots. We put on makeup, black lipstick with white foundation and black eyeliner. OMFG, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday, she said excitedly. Yeah, so? I said, blushing. Do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I freaking don't, I shouted. Yeah, right, she exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said. Hi, I replied flatly. Guess what? He said. What? I asked. Well, good Charlotte, I'm having a concert in Hogsmeade, he told me. Oh my freaking god, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favourite band, besides MCR, of course. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked. I gasped. Wait, actually, hold on, this is going hard. Draco is a little blonde ale. Oh my god. Oh, author's note. That's what AN means. Okay. I gotcha. Wait, actually, why is this kind of addicting to read? It's like bad, but also like it's kind of really entertaining. Like, who talks like this? Author's note. Stop flaming the story, preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks for the Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks again, Raven. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Charlotte. On the concert night, I put on my black lace boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on the black leather mini skirt, mini dress with all the corset stuff on the back and front. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened all my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then. Oh my god, that is so... I'm skipping over some stuff that I think is really messed up. I read a depressing book, but it's on screen if you really need to know. I read a depressing book when I was waiting for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put a ton of eyeliner. Then I put on the black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation, because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting for me in front of his flying car. He was wearing a simple plain t-shirt that they would wear at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. Author's note. A lot for cool boys wear it, okay? A lot for cool boys wear it, okay? Cool, but spelled Kewl. Hi, Draco, I said in a depressing voice. Hi, Ebony, he said back. These conversations are riveting. We walked into the flying black Mercedes Benz. The license plate said 666. He flew over to the place with the concert. On the way we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. My Immortal is iconic. You know about My Immortal? What the heck? How did I not hear this? I have not. I don't know. Well, I wasn't in the fanfic scene, so I couldn't even. This is insane to me. Wait, where are we at? Oh, yeah. You come in cold. You're covered in blood. They're all happy you've arrived. Wait. This is lyrics? The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life, sang Joe. Joe is so freaking hot. Oh wait, no. I thought it said Draco. Joe is so freaking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he filled the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said. Oh my god. She thought, she was like, oh, Draco's feeling down because I like another guy and he's insecure and he thinks that I like this guy better than him. But no, I don't like Draco more. I have to write that into my fanfic. Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me all protective like. Really? I said. Besides, I don't even know Joe, and he's gone out with Hillary freaking Duff. I freaking hate that little bench, I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled down the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back to Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into the Forbidden Forest. Okay. What the? I'm sorry. It was Dumbledore? Okay, sorry. Where? Sorry. Okay, I'm not there yet. Author's note. Wait, if there's a genuine debate if this is genuine bad fanfic or if it's expert satire. Really? That's a good question. I feel like, you know how like on a test, to make a 0, you have to know what the right answers are, because statistically you'll get a 25 at the very least. Is this that kind of situation where they are an expert writer and so they have to hit all the wrong answers? Because I think it's like actually kind of well written the way it is. I think it's really impressive to write something like this. Author's note. I said stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Inobi, not Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. They knew each other before, okay? Oh god. This is so crazy. Draco, I shouted. What the frick are you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and we walked out of here. I walked out of here too, curiously. What the frickin' hell? I asked angrily. Ebony, he asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing colored contacts. That is so funny. It was like, why does he have red eyes? He was wearing colored contacts. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I got it now. I got it. Which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness. And then suddenly, I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, Draco climbed on top of me and we started to make out keenly against the tree. He took off my top and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his... What the... Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, this isn't... This is crazy. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to orgasm, and we started to kiss everywhere, and my pail had become warm, and then... What the hell are you doing, mother effers? It was Dumbledore. This is insane. Okay, last chapter and then we're freaking done. After chapter 5 and then we're done. Author's note. Stop flaming. If you flame, it means you're a prep or a poser. The only reason Dumbledore swore it's there is he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good reviews. Dumbledore made and Draco and I followed. Wait, what? He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools! I assume Dumbledore sounds like Gandalf. He shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. Then he went back to the castle. Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he screamed in a furious voice. Okay, I know what Snape sounds like. Then why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, because I love her. Everyone went quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, Fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony? Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' room and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed to a low-cut black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. Then I came out. Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing, I Want to Just Live by Good Charlotte. I was flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed, and after that we said goodnight and reluctantly went back to his room. Wow. Wow. Yarn, what did you walk into? You walked into some really weird fanfic. Insane. That's insane. Oh, great. And then the person who reposted it, not the author, their name is XX Midnight Essence XX. That goes hard. I know, I love it. It's like she casually drops in like the most detailed description of her clothing. It's insane. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let me just bookmark this page so I can study it later. Yeah. I just I don't know. It's good. It's good. It's actually like really entertaining to read. What am I gonna do? Am I actually gonna read like more creepypastas? Wait, there's my Immortal series? What's going on here? Wait, this person made a video on this a month ago? It's still relevant in this day and age? What the heck? That's insane. Look at this. Episode 1 comic dub. 2024. That was just last year. People are still reading this thing? That's crazy. I didn't know it shaped the internet sphere that much. And I missed out on it. God, I wish I was there. If I could go back in time and change one thing, I want to see this at its peak. Also, I'd probably like buy Bitcoin or whatever. I don't know. I'd do some generic get rich quick scheme. But while I'm doing that, I would be reading My Immortal. That's insane. That's so awesome. Yeah. The people yearn for ebony. Okay. I didn't know Amy Lee was the lead vocalist for Evanescence. I kind of missed that era, so I was not into Evanescence like that. Should I read this last chapter? I mean, it's already on the page, right? I might as well. Okay, okay. You guys make a tough bargain. All right, I'll read one more chapter. Author's note. Shut up, preps, okay? P.S. I won't update until you give me good reviews. The next morning, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black mini skirt that was all ripped up around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk. Sorry, that's crazy. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Dastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up. I looked into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar with his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin, and he had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. Who is Joel Madden? What the? Why can't I copy paste anything? The text is too sacred. I can't even. Joel Madden. Okay, that's what he looks like. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. He was so sexy that his body went all hot when I saw him. Kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I don't get one, you sicko. That's insane! What a crazy thing to say. She got a girl boner. That's crazy. I'm so sorry, he said in a shy voice. That's alright. What's your name, I questioned. My name's Harry Potter. Although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood. He giggled. Well, I'm a vampire, I confessed. Really? Yeah, what tipped you away, genius? The red all over eating the Count Chocula with the blood? Really? He whimpered. Yeah, I roared. We sat down for a while. Then Draco came up behind me, told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Uh-oh. This is looking like a love triangle. Oh, crap. Wait, why are they... Oh, there's 3 chapters here. I was like, why is it so long? Well, okay, the next chapter is only like, it's not even that long. Okay, you know what I mean? So I might as well go for it. It's not that it's good. No, no, no. Actually, I should stop. I should stop. Is that Ron changes his name to Diabolo? I mean, it's already here in front of us. This is not what I was expecting when I was trying to make a spooky stream about reading horror stories. But I guess we could do one more chapter. Wait, repost his note? I forgot to mention that you should read some of the commentaries people write here. They're hilarious. Commentaries. View action. Wait, how do I read the commentaries? Or I have to, like, I don't know, log in or whatever. I have to sign up on fanfiction.net. That's insane. Oh, it's anyways. Chapter 7, Bring Me to Life. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this because I got 5 good reviews. And by the way, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 God Vons. Wait, what? I can't understand what she's saying anymore. Stop flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect. She's a Satanist. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sakes. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red Satanist things on my nails and red nail polish. Author's note. See, does that sound like a Mary Sue to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was his depressed eyes. It was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went to his room and locked the door, and then we started Frenching passionately, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top, and then I took off my back leather bra and took off his pants. I love she had to specify her black leather bra is insane. And then for his description, she just says his pants. We went to the bed and started making out naked, and he put his boy thingy in mine, and we had sex. See, is that stupid? Oh, Draco, I screamed while getting orgasm, when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I've never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, bloody Gothic writing were the words, Vampire. I was so angry. You dastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of bed. No, you don't understand, Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you freaking idiot, I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. Okay, dude. I put on my shirts, all huffily, and then stomped out. Draco ran out, even though he was naked. He has a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out. Okay, I don't know why you added that part, but I stomped out. I did so until I was in Vampire classroom, where we were having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you mother effer, I yelled. Wait, I'm sorry, I have to continue. Look, this one is so short. Also, a cliffhanger. Come on, man. This is not the website to be reading this on. You should read it on its own fandom wiki. It has all the chapters. Really, the fandom? The fandom wiki? Oh, here it is. Bring Me to Life. I love that this is the only one with a freaking title. Oh my god, look at this image of Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway. Holy crap. Vampire Potter. It's crazy. It's crazy. Wait, I need to see an image of vampire. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's great. What? Look at him. Sorry, I'm getting into his background. I can't spoil myself. Where are we? Chapter 8? And then main article chapter 8, right? Comments? No comments. Wait, what? Inconsistencies and divergence from canon is crazy. Okay, yeah, I'm here. I'm at the right page. Oh, flaming. I'm so glad there are notes so that you can actually like it's like reading Odyssey by James Joyce. Oh no, or Ulysses. Ulysses by James Joyce. You have to like have a guide out so you can understand the writing. Author's note. Stop flashing, okay? If you do, then you're a prep. XXXXXX666. Everyone in the class stared at me. Then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and he started begging me to take him back. Ebony, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend, Bloody Mary Smith, smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long, waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes, like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents were vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she's very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her last name is Smith and not Granger, since she was converted to Satanism. She's a Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. Okay, I didn't know that's... Alright. I don't know how that works, but... What is it that you desire, you ridiculous ditwit? Or dimwit? Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco, I shot at him. Everyone gasped. Wait, what? Why is this like... Okay, I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I went out with Vampire? Wait, I thought we were Ebony. I don't get it. Who is I? Oh crap, I just... Oh, they changed like frickin'... Oh, I see now. The point of view, we're Draco now. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I went out with a vampire. I'm bi, and also is Ebony, for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany. A stupid preppy effer. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I was hanging out with a prep. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, effing right. F off, you dastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest, where I had lost my virility to Draco, and I started to burst into tears. Dang. The POV change was messing with my head so much. Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the books. I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault, it's Dumbledore's, I swear. Besides, I said he had a headache. And the reason Snape doesn't like Harry now is because he's Christian and the vampire's a Satanist. MCR rocks. Okay. No way they're just friends now. I know. I don't believe it. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't even believe Draco would cheat on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a sudden, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movies, and he was wearing all black. But it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort. Oh, he basically like Voldemort in the movies? Oh, okay, it's Voldemort. Okay, great. No, I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious, and I couldn't run away. What is this? A spell? Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Oh, okay, I get it. All canonical understanding of spells and how students of magic interact with them goes right out the window. Okay, I gotcha. Duly noted. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Potter. I don't know how Voldemort sounds. I thought about vampires and his sixer eyes and his gothic black hair and his face looks like Joe Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand. So I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? Wow, she's right on the money. No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. Oh my god, straight up. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude, you're so Wait, no, that's so terrible. I don't know why I almost said that. I think it's because I was like, yeah, this is 2009. That's just what they say, but no. That's messed up. Don't say that word, y'all. What do you say? I had telekinesis, he answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire, what dost thou think what will happen to Draco? He shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad, I didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi. Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? I don't get it. Between Joe Madden and Gerard Way. Okay, I'm done at chapter 9. Are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me, I expelled. That's okay. He settled depressed and went back into Hogwarts together, making out. Okay, I'll keep it there. Good ending. I guess they started making out. Even for 2009, she uses quite a few slurs. Well, I guess it really is a product of its time, huh? Okay, what else did I want to do today? I don't know. Everything just went off the rails when I started reading this, but I'm done. No more My Immortal. I'm probably not gonna do creepypasta. Take it easy. Okay, good. You go to sleep. Well, have a restful night. Thanks for telling me about my immortal, I guess. All right, take it easy. Have a good one. All right. I think what I'm gonna do now is, now that the mood is a little weird, I'm just gonna start. Man, I might just start drawing. How about that? Wait, what's up? I'm setting up my capture card, so it's gonna be a little bit. I don't know. Like it'll take about like 5 minutes or something like that. Strange Eon has a good few videos on the history of my mortal and readings of it. Interesting. Well, if I want to delve a bit further, I'll definitely take a look at Strange Eon. Cool, cool. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll give me like historical context of what's going on and great. All right, good night. All right. Let me plug this in. Then I've got my iPad. And then I do this. And then you see, the plan for today was that I was going to be reading creepypastas, and then at the end, if I had time, whoops, not there, not there. Here it is. And if I had time, I would just draw them. I'd draw like Smiling Dog and all that crap. Alright, let's see if this captures. It should. I haven't changed any of my settings like that. Is that good? Okay, now I just have to go over here. Wow. Oh right, because I was capturing Nun World before this. And y'all really don't need to see all this on the side. I don't know. So, are we gonna draw some creepypastas? I guess for a little bit. But I'm probably not gonna stream too much today. Phew. Bless me. Ugh. And let's, yeah, I'm just gonna freaking draw. I'm just gonna freaking draw, dude. Hi, dude, it's me, Zeus. Let's get this out of here. And what kind of music? Oh, what kind of music should I play? What sort of music should I play? I don't know. Nothing that'll get me in trouble. I already think it's weird that I was reading all that fanfic. All that freaking fanfic. In the Lord's year 2025. I also need to probably change the thing since I'm not reading creepypastas. Oh man, I should have had some music ready. Wait, will Pokemon kill me if I play some Pokemon music? Now, how the heck is this Pokemon and chill, relax the music? Or is this like not actually Pokemon music, it's just vibes? Or maybe I'm such a small content creator, I don't even care and I can just start playing whatever. You know what? Let's just go for it. If Blizzard's gonna kill me, then let them kill me. Whatever. Go ahead, Blizzard Entertainment. Smite me down. I can make it a little bit louder. Yeah, that's right. The Grizzle Mall. Totems of the Grizzle Mall. One of my favorite soundtracks in Blizzard history. Alright. Now what are we drawing today? You know what I want to do? I saw this tutorial on how to draw a fish. I know that has nothing to do with creepypastas, but I'm gonna draw a fish. I'm gonna draw a fish. I've got the tutorial right here, I think, so. So first things first, we're gonna test the waters a little bit. Alright. This is a little bit of a warm-up. Now, you might be thinking, oh, dude, your line art is so unstable. Yeah, well, that's not the point. That's not the point now, is it? That's not really the point. Look at all these shades of gray I was using. Can you tell I was drawing the Jeff the Killer? And I just used a bunch of grays. Wait, is this music going too hard? I don't think so. Alright, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Well, I certainly see like a blue on this guy. Is that too much? I don't really know how to use this oil brush that well. Whatever. We're gonna do layers and layers, and so it's not even gonna matter. And then I do see that they use a sort of yellow. Oh, it's a bit much, yeah. It feels a little unresponsive. I don't know how to use this. Move this around, give it a bit of texture. Yeah, there we are. Or maybe I could lighten it up a bit. Something like that. Rewind. and then the tail kind of has this color, so I'm just gonna do that. And it doesn't really matter down here. If anything, I can chisel off the front part. Okay, and now I think we have just a really basic gray. Really basic. Nothing too crazy going on here. But if there were to be a touch of color, it would probably be this baby blue. A bit darker. Somewhere like that. If not a smidge darker. Da, 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 da. But I see that the tail has predominantly this color, so I'll just do that. Great. Now I'm gonna start chiseling out the shape of this fish. Eventually this line art will go, so don't feel bad for it. Don't feel bad for the line art. Okay, next one. The Sindor, glory to the Sindor Eye. Ooh, my first character in World of Warcraft was a blood elf. So I actually have a lot of nostalgia attached to this. Yeah, I'm on a different layer. And I'm doing a white. Oh, frick. I remember very distinctly. Oh, frick. Oh no. Okay. Distinctly that it was really scary once you got out of the starting Blood Elf area. There were like zombies and you had to go through the ghost lands. And that was my like first taste of like an MMO. And I loved it. It was so good. And like the freedom to get beat up by these giant spider creatures. Wow. It was really something else. It was really something else. And you know why I chose the Blood Elves? Because I thought they were hot, okay? That's why. Alright, man. It's because I thought they were freaking hot. But then, my second character I made... But then, I started to change and grow as a person. And I started to appreciate the other races. Like trolls and goblins. I started liking, you know, not the conventionally attractive ones, but they had so much personality. And their lore was really cool. Alright. Now I'm going to add a sort of Is it still a baby blue? It's kind of dark. It's kind of dark, but it's fine. I can increase. Oh, let's make it a bit darker. Let's make it a bit darker. Something like this. But more blue, you know what I mean? Something like that, but more blue. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. That's the stuff. That is the stuff right there. And then here's the fun part. And start doing some of this. Whoops. Maybe a bit smaller, actually. Wait. Oh no. Sorry, my nose has been running so bad. My nose has been running so bad. And then with this gray, we can add some texture. Add some texture, because all fish deserve a little texture. And in this middle part, we can. It doesn't have to conform to just a friggin' line. Wait, where's the oh, what is it? What is it called? World of Warcraft. I'm looking for, is it Cataclysm? X-Pack? Ghost of Koresh? That's the newest? Interesting. War Within, Dragonflight, Shadowlands. Legion. No, Mist of Pandaria. No, it might be Cataclysm. Old Doom. Where is... The Burning Crusade? Is it the Burning Crusade? I think it starts with a Z that I'm looking for. Stranglethorn Vale? Nah, it's not that. It's not that. I need to look this up. Give me a moment. Give me a frickin' moment. It's called Zul'Gurub. Let me see if I can't find it. Zul'Gurub. Okay, I don't see it on... I don't see it on the old spoofy, so I'm gonna go on YouTube. Zul'Gurub music.
Lowe's knows when you need a new appliance,
Oh, okay.
you need it fast. So we offer next day delivery on hundreds of appliances. Plus, members save more, and we'll haul away your old one when you need it fast.
Hang on. I'm playing troll music. Where's the actual music? Where's my friggin' troll music? Zul'Gurub Brightwing. Because Brightwing has this really good... Whatever. I'm sorry, I'm going through my favorite part of this song. Of Zul'Gurub. Okay. I want to only play this part. And I will be drawing. Oh, I'm on the freaking erase tool, that's why. I was like, dude. I was like, dude, where's my freaking, where's my ink at? Huh? And now we're just gonna add a bunch of different other colors here that I'm seeing they added. Me, when I'm only playing that one part of the song that I love ever so dearly. Ah, frick. It looks layered. So I'm actually gonna have a peach. Let's start over here. Have sort of like a peach color over here. And then on top of it, I'll have that smidge of baby blue. And then above that, I'm gonna have a bit of a darker blue. But it's still gonna be very bright. Smaller, please. Then let me do a pink. Bit pinker than that. Sorry, this is part of the Zul'Gurub music as well. Good, no one's here. I can focus on getting these colors down. Let's change our brush size. And then there's I'll bring back this creamy blue. This pastel, very light blue. We can get a little bit actually back here. And then what do mine eyes see? But possibly a bit of cyan. The back tail here. I'm gonna add a little yellow. Almost an orange to the eye here. I'm just gonna straight up add a white up here, huh? I need to find the right spot. 850? 850 for this song? Okay, 855. That's where it's at. I'm the kind of person who will listen to a song over and over and over again. Yeah, this is like a lavender. So I will be doing that. It's going all the way down. There we go. And of course, $8.55, and then I can do this. Go on another layer. No, I need it thinner. Yeah, okay. Now we're on to something. You know what I want to do? I want Friday, I think I might play Alice Madness Returns. That's what I want to do. I kind of want to play an action game. I think that'd be good. I haven't played one in a while. On this channel. I think I'd have a great time doing so. Also, Alice Madness Returns is one of those games I got, but I was too much of a wuss to actually finish when I was young. So it'd be a good time for me to vindicate myself. You know what? I'm actually gonna... Come on, no need to be so sad. Cheer up, yeah? Chin up. Okay. No need to be so sad. There we go. That looks not bad, huh? Not terrible. There we go. We've got ourselves a fish. Believe it or not. Hang on, wait. This front part, I can chisel off a little bit more. There we go. We can get rid of this outline. There we go. Now, if we're really feeling ambitious, we can give him a little background. Which I think might be the move. Now, let me see. What are we looking at here? We're looking for a blue, duh. But are we looking for a cyan? Let me think. Alright, let's try this. Now, I'm not that comfortable with this. I'm not that comfortable with this, so that's what I'm trying to do here, is to get more comfortable with this oil paint brush, because I think there's some wonderful potential to paint with this. It's just, you know, I normally do line art and I fill in that line art with flats. Okay, this is my last loop of this. I'm sorry. I just love this portion of Zul'Gurub so much. And you know, down here, look at little grains. Or better yet, actually. I just thought of something very cool. This is like a... It's like a sea floor, right? What if it's like a rolling field? Wouldn't that be sick? You know what I mean? You ever see like just a field of tall grass? Yeah. No, that's too far up. If I'm gonna have some bright colors out here, it'll be in the front. And then in the back. Whoops. I'm sorry, one more. I promise this is it. I can make a... Okay, but I hate how it doesn't just blend that well. So, I'll do this. I'll do this. Whoa, too fat. I'll do that. Now, I'll do a little back here, but there's not going to be a lot. Then we can do some yellow, some really bright yellow. You know what I mean? It's like, it's supposed to be white, but it's like... And this is all behind the fish, right? Nah, it's like too textured. I just need like, you know. It's too textured. Yeah, that's fine, right? How is that? Is that alright? I don't know. Let me get all these, merge this fish layer down. Okay, I don't know what this... I don't think this has anything to do with the creepypasta that we've been reading. But there we go. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. And with that, I think I'm going to be heading out soon. I think I've done what I've come to do. It's 11? Yeah. This is a good time. I got to witness my immortal, which is crazy. And we actually got through one creepypasta. Sort of. We got to the conclusion. There we go. You know what? I would not mind adding a few more of these. Would it be insane if I added like a little really bright red here? And then or it'd be yellow, right? Nah, that's too freaky. What I will do is, since I have this sort of cyan, do a darker version of it. Go through some of these. You know what I mean? A little. Get the texture going a little bit more. I can increase my brush size for this though. Yeah, just a little towards the back here. Doesn't have to go crazy. I'm not trying to get it to go crazy back here. And of course, to prove it's really me, I'm going to draw myself. I don't know if you ever noticed, but when I do my line art, I never actually use black. You'll see that people will have black hair, but I actually make it a blue. Because my line art is, oh no, I'm so cooked. There, I'm happy with that. Now I do usually have my reference, so I know what shade of flan I would use. You know what? Let's use one of these flourishes. Let's use one of these flourishes. Where the crap did I do this? Oh, frick. Whatever. I don't care. This is how I normally color, actually. You know, I just have a really flat brush. Syrup brush. But it's cool to use the oil pastel brush every once in a while. Okay. I do this. I do this. I'm matcha flavored. And you know what goes well with matcha? Some chocolate. Some chocolate. Chocolate bar looks weird. That's too brown. Then I'll have like a little, you know, speckles floating out. Speckles of chocolate. Big fan of that. Oh my god, I put the speckles on the wrong layer. Okay, just vanish, bro. There we go. There we go. I should have ended stream like 20 minutes ago, but I can't stop. Can't stop. I got an idea. I just gotta do it. What else? What else goes well with matcha? I don't know. I don't know, but I'll give myself some rosy cheeks. And by rosy, I mean like analogous colors. So maybe that. A peach. Ooh. This might be lovely. A little Gaussian blur. A blur even. And I'll do a flat brush actually. I'll do a flat brush. Look at that! Wow! So cute! And I gotta be eating something. I gotta be eating something. Why else am I so happy? What's that? The director of One Punch Man deleted his Twitter account? What the frig? Why are people harassing him? Doesn't the director pump out some crazy work? I need to... This little speckle up here is gonna bother me, so I will change that. I'm like Rayman. I have like 50 different color iterations. What am I eating? Funny, you should ask. Something like that. Season 3 is lacking? That's unfortunate. Wait, maybe they're like saving the budget for the last 2 fights or whatever. Don't worry, y'all. Giga Cope. Giga Cope. Where's my friggin' line art? Oh, I forgot I put my line art on a goofy layer. Okay, whatever. Combine down. I'm actually gonna move it up. Something like that. And then I can move this layer. Dang. Did they have a different studio working on the animation this time or something? That's devastating to hear. But because yeah, the whole, I feel like the story of One Punch Man is okay, but it was the spectacle of it is what made it so good. Where is this little dot coming from? Oh, it's from this layer. Oh. Different studio, different director. Dang. And then they flame this guy. I don't know. That's unfortunate. Hey, there's still some of yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in One Punch Man anymore. Unfortunate though. Hey, did you hear Invincible season 5 or 4 coming out? The next season of Invincible featuring Thrag. I don't know who Thrag is, but I've seen his name being thrown around. Where's season 5, William? Okay, yeah, it's a zombie. It's a zombie fawn eating me. And I've died in this situation. He's worse than Conquest? That guy was something else. That was something else. Oh man. Alright, what do I even draw next? Well, I think I was supposed to start stream like 20 minutes ago actually, but I'll do one more. I'll do one more drawing. He's Conquest boss. Oh dear God. Where's my color? There it is. Yeah, I guess this is a little insight into how I draw characters. I will just do a bust though. I can't be bothered to do anything else. It's what I'm most comfortable with. Yeah, wait, was there a... Oh, Jesus, was there like a date? Did they give an actual date for when this next season is going to drop? I think they did. It's like next year, isn't it? It's not this year. I don't know. Let's do this. I don't like how sharp that chin is. A lot of my characters tend to have longer necks. I'm trying to do a little, let's do something like that. You know, there's still some shoulder muscles. And then, I don't know. I don't want them too broad. I'll deal with that later. The fun part. Do. Or and I can always change the face shape a little bit. Can always change the face shape. Not yet? Oh, dang. Dang. Alright, well. Cause I saw the teaser for it, and I was like, that's pretty hype. That's pretty hype. Okay. Now you might be thinking, dude, that head looks weird. Well, it's okay. We're gonna be erasing the top of the head anyways to make room for hair. Okay. Got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. Your Thrag comment that he stops you. Alright. Who do I want to draw here? Who is this? Could it be my... No. It's none of my OCs. I don't know. Just Generic girl. But wait, I know who this can be. You know who I haven't drawn in a long time? Or I haven't drawn at all. Hold on. Y'all can try to guess who this is. I mean, it might not be that hard. Whoops, that's lopsided. This is also lopsided. It's because I need to do that. Let's do this. I'm getting too distracted. I'll give you a hint. It's my favorite girl from Persona 5. That might just give it away. No, I think I just gave it away. It's not even like a competition at this point. I think her aesthetics and is so cool. I love her outfit. Well, she's a fortune teller. Her name is Mifune. Chihaya Mifune. She's a fortune teller, and she's very cool. She does scam you out of like $100 or whatever, though. But it's so worth it. It's so worth it because you just make so much money in that game. If I was a Persona protagonist, it would be over for the world economy. I would just grind shadows until I make $1 bajillion, and then that's it. Because like once we save the world and whatever, it's like what, that money disappears? Come on now. Okay, I think I can get rid of this. Let's warp this. She's like the hippie character. But she's got this really cool dress that I'm not gonna draw because I ain't about to draw all that. But I will. How do I feel about her shoulders? I think I made them too prominent, and I'm gonna dial them back. That's how I feel about them. My one weakness is that I haven't had any proper anatomy studying, and I'm too lazy to do so. And with her shoulders the way they are now, I think I feel better. Lowering her collar. Okay, once I'm done with this, I am done for the day. She's got like a necklace. Ba-da-da-da. Boo-doo-doo-doo. 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 Woo! I don't know. Am I that happy with this? Not really, but I'm gonna do it real quick. And then we'll call it there. And then I might play some Alice Madness Returns on Friday. Is her chin still? It feels a little. I don't know. Whatever. Is this okay? I feel like her neck is too long now. Frick. Or Cosmic Wheel. Or Cosmic Wheel, I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. I'm moving everything down. There we go. There we go, that's my Mifune. You saw dancing. All Persona 4 is good. Big fan of Persona 4. I don't know. It depends on what I'm feeling, because like I have to draw the thumbnail for. Whoops. Sorry. I have to draw the thumbnail, and sometimes I'm not feeling like drawing certain thumbnails. That goes into like my game decision a surprising amount. It's like, am I feeling like drawing this character? Or if I'm really lazy, I just draw a flan. But she's pretty pale. She's pretty pale. I'll give her a little color. Oh man, is she this pale though? Hold on. I'm not a fan of doing skin tones. It's difficult. It's difficult. And I admire people who can do it right. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do a Pokemon drawing stream. But I was like, would that just be boring? Me drawing Pokemon? I don't know. It might be. It might not be. Or the Pokemon trainers, because the new Pokemon game came out. I was like, ooh, no Pokemon game. That sounds fun. Look, see, I think this is closer to a black, but because of my line art being like a dark blue, all blacks turn into dark blues and purples. Or else it'll like mess with the clarity of my line art. I colored this flesh colored, but it's actually her shirt. Her sure does not go that low. This is basically what I do when I make a thumbnail, by the way. Little insight. If you even care. If you car. They should have stuff at Sword and Shield. People are saying it's getting worse and worse, which is so unfortunate because I liked Pokemon growing up so much as a kid. And it's like, oh man, you know, seeing your childhood game just get lower and lower is a little tragic. It's that, or it's like Rayman. Where you just don't get anything. And I don't know what's worse. And I know on... Okay, let's see here. Maybe I'll play a Rayman game on stream. Now, I usually don't color the pupils and stuff like that, but just for her, I'll do it this one time. Just for her. Yeah, I try to keep my thumbnails really simple. I don't want to get too caught in the weeds. Because I could easily spend like hours on a thumbnail or like on a drawing if I like really wanted to, but I know I need to stop myself at like 30 minutes, 20-30 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I cannot do any more, or else I'll be here forever, and I'm already pressed for time as is. Okay, I'm gonna give her blush, and then I'll start on her hair. You're getting all the trade secrets. And then I'll do shading after this. But for now, let me just get my flats. Yeah, my priorities are all over the place. I'm like, oh, let me do shading. Wait, let me do flats. Wait, I need to do the hair. I forgot to do that part. One reusable thumbnail? Maybe. Like one really nice illustration or something like that. I don't know. I like the challenge of drawing every day. I think it has made me better at drawing. And then what's she have? She has blonde hair. Where is that? Yeah, so like I'm not trying to complain about it because I chose to do it and I like that. How does this look? Yeah, that's fine. I will move it back a layer though. A lot of layers actually. Here, even. It's good. It's good practice to grow as an artist. Otherwise, it's hard for me to justify drawing stuff, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I gotta have a reason, a motive to draw, and it's good. And plus, I get to draw like fan art or whatever for the games I'm playing, and it's like, yes, that's my way of adding to the community of this game. He's doing a little fan art. Can I trim this part so that she doesn't look like Conan the Barbarian? A little less so. Okay. Alright, skin tone time. Oh, I need to color her necklace. Whoa. Somewhere like that. Something like that. Okay. Then, last but not least, we're gonna do her little necklace, which is just a red dot. Now hold on now, hold on now. Oh man, I lost my frickin' there, something like that. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Boom, that's for today's drawing. It's good enough, good enough. All right, I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna eat something. So yeah, today was a weird day. Weird stream. Thanks for stopping by. I had a great time. I don't know. I like to try different stuff out. So if I think of a weird, fun idea, I'm probably going to do that in the future. But yeah. Maybe I'll do a bit more preparation for it though. Anyways. Thank you so much for watching. Hanging out with me. Today's a Wednesday, so we still got a good half of the week left before the weekend. But have a great rest of the week. And as always, take care of yourself. All right? All right. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.